say even more significant than the internet era. But it's not that the world is going to go upside down in the next 5 years. But what we will see evolve in the next 5 years will define the trajectory for at least the next 25 years. So we are living in that world. We are all aware of these, very massive figures and projections of the kind of AI investments that will be made globally in the enterprises. We are also aware of the kind of impact AI is supposed to make on the global economies, including our country's own GDP. And the good news is that leaders like you, CXOs across global enterprises, are believing in this story. They are believing in the potential, right? That is very important. And they are also taking action. If you see some of the studies, most of the organizations today have started acting. Now, some may be slow, some may be fast, that is immaterial, but everyone has started acting. But the outcomes are not coming with equal pace. If you see some of it globally, only 5% of enterprise truly achieve value at scale. Almost 60% of enterprises are not able to achieve any value. Coming close to India, we are seeing around 15% of organizations have just put AI workloads into production, which means people have still not kind of really started moving from experimentation stage to production, and only 8% are able to realize value at full scale. So the returns that we are getting from all these AI investments and all the enterprises, somewhere there seems to be a gap. And why is this gap there between an ambition of in this AI era and the reality that we are seeing, right? See, AI adoption is going to put enormous pressure on the IT infrastructure of the organization. Organizations have the most robust and, more importantly, connected infrastructure and a very, very solid data foundation layer beneath will benefit from the AI world. There are 4 key areas which we feel would be absolutely important for organizations to really succeed in this AI race. First is your data architecture. I think this is of paramount importance because data today is getting generated everywhere. It's generated inside the organization, outside the organizations, at the edge. There's structured data, unstructured data, semi-structured data, so all kinds of data. So first and foremost, extremely important to have a very, very robust data pipeline, data governance, and integration capability so that the data available to the AI models is absolutely real-time, clean, and more importantly, accessible. Second is an optimized cloud and edge strategy. Now, there's no doubt that AI workloads need highly scalable, secure, and performing clouds. But the fact of the matter remains that AI models today are getting trained and the inference is not only happening in cloud, it's also happening at the edge, and this is only increasing. So it's very important for enterprises to have a consistent continuum of cloud adoption between the data center and the edge. Third is often less spoken about, but very, very critical, is the network. Now, most of the networks today in organizations are very, very fragmented. And when you have so many models, numerous models, agents, self-learning cycles, putting so much pressure in the system, I think the future networks will really have to be self-learning, intelligent, so that they are able to prioritize the AI workloads. They are able to route intelligently and heal autonomously. So usually network is the last bastion of change, we say, for enterprises, because that's the last thing that enterprises look to change. But I think going ahead in the AI world, organizations who will succeed will stop looking at networks just as pipes, but they will really start seeing networks as platforms of intelligence. Fourth is obviously security and compliance. As AI scales, so will the security threat scale. So it's critical to have a very robust cybersecurity framework with ethical governance so that we are able to protect all our data and, most importantly, maintain trust. And lastly and most importantly, and this is often not spoken about much, is your IT foundation needs to enable absolutely seamless configurability, comprehensive observability, frictionless manageability, and consistent security. Now, these sound like a little bit of jargons, right? And each one of these words we have been speaking for quite some time, but trust me, almost 100% of organizations today globally do not have a foundation layer which is able to really give them that single pane of view, and they are able to observe, manage, configure, and secure. And I will talk about this a bit later. This is very, very important. Otherwise, AI in your organization will be brilliant in pockets, It will be brilliant in pockets, but when it comes to the overall enterprise, it will be completely blind. So you will not be really able to get, the